Hello! A little early here, 2 minutes before the top of the hour. It's almost 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so wherever you're at right now, hello, and just bookmark this time, or actually you don't bookmark times, you have them to your calendars. Bookmark this page. Now this page only lasts for this live stream. But anyway, guys, welcome. Thanks for coming, everyone. Just thought I'd get started a little early because everything was all set up. I had very few technical troubles before today. So welcome. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Ryan, and trigger warning, I'm a vegan. You know, that actually, it's a very triggering thing for some people. Just my very existence as a person who doesn't eat any animal products, consume any animal products, really just like triggers a lot of people. And it's quite revealing or enlightening to see how many people who don't know anything about me other than my my abstaining from animal products for moral and ethical reasons. How many people feel it's their business to come here and tell me off and try to persuade me what a horrible, rotten thing I'm doing. And that's why you have people like Joe Rogan and his little friend there from the other day just trying to just gaslight us all and with this non-evidence-based information with a totally straw man definition of what veganism is in their minds, like some kind of Jainism or something like that, and think they've debunked veganism. So I came in a little early because we have a someone who thinks he has a little something on veganism. He's saying that let me read his exact proposition. Hell, I'll just put it on the the wall for us all to see. Let me see if I can find it again. I don't have it here. Let's see. Let me see if I can scroll up over here. Let's see. Hey, Captain Slamo, I can't scroll back to the top of the chat where you left your proposition. So please leave your proposition here about your thing about veganism and all. So we'll get to you over time. So one more time, just put it up there. Apologize. I don't know why I don't see it anymore. So just state your proposition that you have about veganism and we will get to it. So anyway, hey, Produce Not Pills, what's up? You're super congested and dying. Oh no, what's up? Hopefully it's just a rotten, dumb cold or something like that. But I hope you're feeling a little bit better. And Sarah, I hope you're doing good. You said you slid again. Hopefully you didn't like mess up your foot again. But it sounds like everyone I know in Oregon, even like places like Portland, seem to be very just like, you know, they're saying this is a pretty bad storm you guys had there. So yeah, Captain Slamo thinks they're I don't want to put words in your mouth, so Captain Slamo, waiting for you. I think you said more or less there's no rational obligation to be vegan or to not eat meat or something like that. So I don't want to be accused of misrepresenting anyone's claim about or against veganism. So please get it up there once more for us, Captain Slamo. What is it? There is no rational obligation, moral obligation. What was it? Just get it up there and we will take a look. Hey, Peter, what is up, Peter? Good to see you. And Uncle, our moderators are here. Moderatan. Let's see. Reduced fat, Impossible meat already? No, I haven't seen it. I don't really buy Impossible stuff all that much, but is it just like a new reformulation of their current flavor or something like that? Captain, how did we come to the conclusion that it's obvious there are no rational obligations to abstain from eating animals? What was that your proposition? What is your proposition? Can you state it for me? I'm going to ask you one last time here. State your proposition. Apologize. I don't see it anymore at the beginning. You stated it before the live stream started, and I'm having trouble going. Yeah, it only shows for me so far back in time. I don't see the entire thing. So please state your proposition again, Captain Slamo, and I will handle it the best I can. Okay, don't concede victory or claim victory or anything like that. So let's see it. Let's see. Lifting Vegan Logic did response to that video. Vegetables are a scam. Yeah, I want to check that out too. But I'm glad he did it because I've been busy with other things, and that Joe Rogan video just looked so deliciously horrible that I had to respond to it. the same people are putting out another video about how veganism is literally a scam. Cool. I can't wait to see how my abstaining from animal products for moral reasons is a scam. Like, what am I scamming exactly? Like, I'm scamming you guys, our viewers. Let's say I didn't have a YouTube channel or a social media presence. I'd still be vegan. How would that be a scam in that case? That's just totally nuts. So let's see. I'm still waiting for Captain Slamo to just bang out the, like, 12-word proposition that he gave us earlier. So so I see VLAM's having chat. VLAM, does anyone have access to his proposition earlier where he said there is no moral obligation or something like that to be vegan or something like that? If anyone can copy and paste that for me here, I'd appreciate that. I tell you, I don't have access to the me going live part of the chat here, so I can't do that. So if he's not going to help us, then we're not going to even bother answering his question. Okay, Captain Slamo, I'm telling you, next thing you type is going to be your exact verbatim quote of your proposition. If I see you fighting with someone else, like, what's this? I'm sure you're single, so probably not. What does that have to do with anything? And just give me your proposition. Like, why is it so hard to do? What's that vegan metalhead? You made sambal goreng with green bean sundae. You made everyone cry and sneeze. Veganism. You cry and sneeze. Veganism debunked. Awesome. Hey, Dr. Bear. Yeah, trying our best here. I got my beanie on, as Sarah noted. Yeah, it's cool for us here. It's not that cold, but it's cold. Plus, my hair is drying all curly in this cold weather. I haven't been blow drying it, so this is just like the best thing I can do right now. Anyway, wow, Sarah, I have no idea. So you have many different types of snow shovels for different snow situations. Well, it's like how Native American, Eskimo, Inuits have different words for snow, different types of snow. You have different kinds of shovels for different kinds of snow and ice. Yeah, Dr. Bear, this person wanted to discuss his dissatisfactions with veganism before the live stream ever got started. So I came on a little early, yet he's so reticent or reluctant to state his proposition again, which he stated before the live stream started, and I no longer have access to that earlier part of the live stream. Hey, Produce Not Pills, thanks for the super chat tip. Thanks so much. Hey, maybe you have congestion because veganism's debunked, right? Like, no one else has congestion. No one else gets sick with colds or anything like that. It's just, just us vegans that end up getting sick and flus and colds and what have you. So thanks for the super chat tip there, Produce Not Pills. I hope you're feeling better. Travis, you guys got 2 inches of snow and the whole town shuts down. Wow. Awesome. That would cripple Southern California, honestly. We wouldn't know what to do. Let's see, Uncle. You saw that Rogan video I put out yesterday. It drives you crazy how Joe just freely, openly spouts just non-factual based information, just makes crap up. His friend just makes crap up and Joe goes right along with it. Zero fact checking. But I guess that's the price of living in a free country with free speech. You could say pretty much anything you want as long as you're not saying you're going to kill or assassinate someone or something. Say pretty much anything you want, no penalty. Wow, it snowed in Victoria. I'm not surprised at all, Peter, with this all the cold weather that's hit the Pacific Northwest. Wow, Foo, it snowed in Florida? That's a thing that happens? So it just can last for like a second or two, basically? Yeah, Ryan, does it sometimes feel like you're screaming into the void, saying the same things? Yeah, I keep saying the same thing, but apparently people either don't listen or don't care. Like, why would they want to hear a rational argument that's perfectly valid and sound and based on evidence-based information that disproves their meat eating point of view, right? The mental gymnastics they go through. Thanks for the super chat tip there, Metalhead. There was a teacher at a high school you went to that had 30 plungers in the classroom for different clogged toilets. Like, it's kind of like Sarah's snow shovel thing. Like, each toilet requires a special kind of plunger. Oh man, you made me think of our plumber situation, man. I'm so I'm kind of pissed today. I'm kind of pissed and triggered. That's why I had such a, like, for me, a kind of testy little title for today's live stream. My plumber has just totally screwed me. Remember last like August, we were getting work done here, floor in Angie's bathroom redone, a toilet, new toilet put in, and new shower faucets put in. Well, when he put in the shower faucets, they never were quite right because there was always a little leak, and we kept trying to get him to come back. And like 3 or 4 times, I didn't count him up. He always had an excuse. He had to cancel, something like that. So I finally just kind of got a little like frustrated and didn't contact him until now. And now he wants to charge me $250 to come back. And I said, well, dude, you were going to come back a few months ago and fix it. We paid you. It was on the invoice to install the faucets. They were always leaking, and they're still leaking. Why are you going to charge us $250? We paid for, what do you think? Did I wait too long? I asked him, did I wait too long to get back in touch with him? I'm texting him. That's my texting emotion right there. Did I wait too long or something? They were always leaking. I paid for the install, and they're always leaking. I'm going, screw, I'm not going to pay $250. I'd rather, and part of the fee was him to drive out here. I said, I can't help it. You don't live around here. I'll wait. I'm patient. I've been waiting since August. Just let us know when you're going to be in the area next. I'll wait for you. I don't want to pay like $50 or $100 for you to come out here. Anyway, I'll just probably call a local plumber who's not going to charge me a stupid like driving to Long Beach fee because they're in Long Beach. So anyway, yeah, I'm just kind of pissed thinking about plumbing things now that you dropped the plungers there. But anyway, not your fault. You had no idea that was going to trigger me today. But yeah, I've been texting with him yesterday and this morning, and no avail. You know, I said this is a warranty thing. They were never working right. You know, they were always leaking, and you know that. And the funny thing is, he left some kind of 12-volt charger and battery thing here. I totally looked it up on Home Depot site. It's like $70 brand new, and I said, I have this here for you. I've been cool and been keeping it for you, but I don't know, I guess I'll just chuck it in the trash or get some little power tools like a wireless screwdriver or drill I could use it with, because he ain't getting it back because I don't think he's going to ever come here again because he wants to charge me $250 to fix something that he never fixed. Anyway, I'm pissed off about that. Sucks. Anyway, enough of my first world problems though. Yeah, I know plumbers are super busy right now, so I told them I'll wait. I just wanted to wait for the holidays to be over. You know, I didn't want to bug anyone's holidays. So here we are in mid-January. So I'm just letting you know, no hurry. Obviously, I'm in no rush. I'm being super chill. Next time you come out to our area, yeah, just hook up with us so you don't have to make a special trip for like a little dumb call like this. But yeah, nope, $250 no matter what. So nope, just out of principle, he's not going to get my money. I'll pay someone else, and I'm sure I'll pay way less. Captain Slamo is not even listening. Captain Slamo, you don't care what I'm saying? Well, Itsy. Okay, here's something we can try to copy and paste here. Slamo. Okay, so let's put it up here on the poop wall for all to see. Oh, it's been a while since I've had anything up here besides the rules. So let's look at his proposition he wants to look at here. There is no rational obligation to abstain from eating animal foods. A rational obligation is a moral, social, and legal requirement. Well, first of all, thanks for putting that there so we can sink our teeth into it. And let's take a look at what veganism actually, oops, my bad. Let's see what veganism is. 1 second here, I'm getting all confused. I don't know why I'm getting so confused today. It's a, let's see, does veganism have to do with requirements, like you're adhering to like a law or code or moral code or legal code or something like that? No, it's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. It's particularly a philosophy and way of living that seeks to exclude as far as possible and practical all forms of cruelty and exploitation to animals. So it's not written as a law, like if you do this, you'll get cited and maybe have to pay a fine or serve some time incarcerated or something of the sort. Doesn't even say it's really a moral thing. It's just either something you believe. Do you believe animals have rights, and they are not necessary for us to eat. They have rights. They want to live. They're living, breathing, sentient beings. They have feelings. They have emotions. They have every desire to live, as much desire and will to live as human beings do. So that's what it is. It's understanding that animals are not too far different from us. Like I said, all the attributes I just mentioned there. And what right do I have to eat them for steak or a hamburger or whatever, or have milk when I don't need that? I could have oat milk. I could eat legumes, like tofu. I could have a Beyond Burger. So let's see. So that's So I think your way of looking at veganism is kind of weird. But then I asked you, well, what do you mean by, let's get back to your question here, a rational obligation. I asked you, give me an example of a rational obligation. And you said murdering people, killing people. We have a moral obligation. So please explain that to me in the text down there. I want to see how if I went and like killing your family, if I wanted to go kill your family, that's not permitted according to your theory here. But killing a family of cows is totally cool. So please explain the difference to me. How I'm morally required to not kill your family. Not that I would want to, but there's no prohibitions, no rational obligations to stop people from killing cows or killing poodles or pandas or something like that. So please explain the difference to me. And I have no idea what you're gonna say. So let's see it. So let's see then your moral obligation. How it's totally cool to kill poodles and pandas and giraffes and anything, but killing your family is not cool. So I'd love to hear the rational the distinction there. So what's VLAM saying? It's not a moral obligation to abstain from killing animals. In simple terms, it's not wrong to kill animals. I think that's pretty much what he's saying. I want to understand why it's not wrong to kill animals, but it's wrong to kill like his family. Just kind of curious what the difference. I want to hear the distinction spelled out very, very clearly, rather than just we don't know. We have to assume where he's getting at with this. Captain Slamo, I'm going to direct your attention to me. I know VLAM and others may have been conversing with you, but now you got me. So please direct your attention to me and answer my question. If you, as you claim that here there is, you said earlier, we have a rational obligation to not kill humans. But that doesn't apply to non-human animals. Why? Just please explain to me the difference between it's totally okay to kill poodles and pandas, but not okay to kill your family. Just kind of curious. Please explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old, because I want to hear this distinction, please. No, you're the one that came here. I don't have to prove jack shit. You're the one that came here and asserted that we have this, what do you call it again? A moral obligation, a rational obligation to not kill humans, but that rational obligation doesn't apply towards not killing animals. So please explain this definition that you're asserting exists in the world. Why do we have a rational obligation to not kill your family, but there's, killing pandas and poodles, no rational obligation there. So please explain the difference. I don't have to. You're the one that came here with these assertions, and I'm holding you to task here. Defend them. Don't have me proving it. I'm just asking you. I'm trying to understand your theory here. I'm using the Socratic method. I want you to explain it to me. I'm not going to give you or assume anything. You have to do the work. Prove that abstaining from eating animal products should be. I just want to understand. I want to understand your distinction. I'm not the one making the distinction. You are. Yeah, VLAM. Yeah, that's what I understand. This moral requirement thing to me sounds so like vague. Like moral requirement for what? Like going to heaven or what? What is? I don't even understand what moral requirement really means. It sounds like it means something, but you know, I studied philosophy for a bit. I don't exactly remember that being like a technical jargon piece. But you know, that was not my specialty. I was into philosophy of mind and metaphysics or ontology. But yeah, the moral theory stuff was not my cup of tea. So I could be wrong there. He asked you what needless cruelty even means. Like, what is needless cruel? Captain Slamo, I'm going to give you one more opportunity here. Please, your conversations with Dr. Bear and VLAM for right now, put them on hold, okay? If I see you talking to them, I'm going to time you out. Seriously, just you came here to my live stream to ask me questions, and I've been so gracious to give you my time. I even came on a few minutes early, and instead you're talking to other people. So please, I asked you once. I'm going to ask you one last time. If you don't answer for this for me, I'm going to time you out. What is you're talking about how we have a rational obligation, whatever that means. We can ask you to define it more later, but a rational obligation to not kill people. Like, I'm rationally obligated to not go out into the world and kill, like, say, your family or something like that. But there's no such thing preventing me. There's no rational obligation preventing people from going out and killing poodles and pandas, according to you. That's what you're saying, right? So please explain the difference to me. I would love to hear the distinction. Because you're asserting rational obligations do exist as far as like killing humans. So what's the difference between killing pandas and poodles? I see him talking about torture. One more time of not answering me, you're timed out. So we'll see if he wants to play by the rules here. He's free to ask whatever he likes. Yes, I am. This is my live stream. And you're the one that came to my live stream, and you are trying to assert something that it's okay to kill pandas and poodles, but not humans. And I'm asking you, why? Please explain. This is the last time. If you're not going to do it, you're going to be timed out. So we'll see. Ball's in your court. Let's see if you're going to play. Yeah, Dr. Bear. Ryan asked you to stop arguing with Dr. Bear and VLAM and answer my questions. This is my live stream. Answer the questions. Why is this so difficult? Why is this like pulling teeth? I just asked you a straight up question. Instead, I see all this other crap. So anyway. All right, so Fu Man Poo, your 7th grade shop teacher paddled students. That's what I should do here as the vegan cult leader, right? I should paddle people who aren't abiding by what we need to do, what they need to do in order to make this function properly. This Ask a Vegan debunking anything. So anyway, let's see. What's that, Artie? I'm not sure if y'all understand. Alec, I'm wrong about all of this? It's embarrassing. Are you talking to me? If so, all of this? Like what? Like that I'm a vegan? I'm wrong about that? My name's Ryan. My channel's Happy Alec. Like what is all of this? I'm just kind of curious. What is wrong? What is wrong here? So hey, someone just bought one of our books. Dean, if you're watching right now, thank you for buying the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook, which is still on sale for the entire month of January. The Veganuary sale, $18 for the hard copy, $9.99 for both ebooks, Keep It Car Baby and Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. So if you're here, Dean, let me know which ones of you are there, and I'll give you a shout out. And we'll sign up too if you want me to. Let me know, Dean. Let us know. All right, so he's gone. He's basically gone. So now we will deal with Alec. If we see Captain, whatever his name is, we'll just time him out because he is incapable of just answering a question posed to him. A really simple one based on what he said. So let's look at Alec here. Alec has a very serious accusation about me. So
I'm going to leave your words on this board for all my classes to enjoy, giving you full credit, of course.
Giving you full credit here. So Alex says, you are pretty insensitive to people who won't go vegan. You are basically an authoritarian. So please give me an example. What do you mean that I'm insensitive to people who won't go vegan? What are you talking about? Are you talking about something I did in my life? Something like, please, what do you give me an example. So here's your opportunity to strengthen your claim here. Tell me specifically, who was I insensitive towards someone who went vegan? Like, what did I do that was insensitive to whom? Please give me some example other than this vague, non-specific claim. And I'm an authoritarian. No, you're not talking about an authoritarian. I don't want to put people in jail for not being vegan. You're thinking of some other crazy vegan channel who we don't talk about here. So anyway, can't wait to see the evidence how I'm insensitive to people who refuse to go vegan. I want to see that. Yeah, Dr. Bear. Yeah, basically an authoritarian. Yes, Putin, Kim Jong-un, and other authoritarians are famous for posting response videos to anti-vegans on the internet using evidence-based information and sound rational argumentation. Yeah, those are hallmarks of pretty much all authoritarians throughout history, right? You know, rational thinking and evidence-based information. Yeah. But I am an authoritarian in the sense, Carl, you're right. I don't know if you might be joking or not. I mean, this is my live stream and it needs to be managed. I just can't have it be a free-for-all like 4chan or 8kun, whatever, or now Twitter or X. It's not like that. This ain't the Wild West where anything goes, you know? So we do manage things here. We keep a level of civility, unlike those other places that I just mentioned. So you can call me an authoritarian for wanting to have a civil, polite, safe place for us all to enjoy here, rather than it turn into a hellscape like all those other social media sites I just mentioned. Marshall, another dream about me? Oh my God, I forgot. You had one before they told me about. I totally forgot. It sounds kind of familiar though, that you know, that someone mentioned something like that before. So where did Alec go? Is that the person's name here? Alec, where did Alec go? Waiting for Alec to come back and give me an example of how I'm an authoritarian. Okay, here we go. If you can't do that, I'm going to boot you the hell off the live stream for not abiding by how we do things here. This is how we've been doing things for years. So don't think I'm just picking on you. You got to give me your evidence. If you can't, you're out of here. All right, so anyway, let's get back to vegans. VLAN, most people quit exercising, therefore exercise is bad, right? That's, people quit veganism. Veganism is bad. Yeah, people quit something. Like, people quit eating meat, therefore eating meat is bad. People try and quit carnivore. Carnivore is bad. People try and quit keto. Keto's bad. Just because people quit something doesn't mean anything. AJ, have you been here? Yes, you've been here, AJ. I just saw you for the first time. Thank you for your super chat tip and congratulations to you. This is your 10. This week was your 10-year vegan anniversary. Wow, what an exciting time in the year for you. Your birthday and the holidays and your vegan anniversary. So good for you, AJ. Awesome. 10 years vegan. And guess what? You're not dead yet. Not deficient and dead. A lot of people here think, you know, if you don't eat meat for the month of January, you'll become vitamin B12 deficient in 3.5 weeks. But anyway, Bill's here too. Good always to see Bill. Awesome, Bill. Lakers game tonight in an hour. So if you got to go, you got to go. But that's a late game. I'll probably see some of it later on myself, I'm guessing. So one more chance for our friend here, Alec. Please give me a specific example of a specific person, at least. To give me a specific person I was insensitive to who wouldn't go vegan. And are you saying I'm like that for everyone, or is I just mean to like Joe Rogan or something like that? Let me know what your example is here. VLAM, most people can't do logic. Yeah, we see that. Most people who eat meat can't do logic. Therefore, eating meat and logic are bad. I added on to your thing there. Oh, it's on ESPN. You can't see the ESPN games? Oh, that sucks. I hate when that happens. Yeah, when they show them on like TNT or something. Yeah, then that changes things for me too. It's funny when I hold people to task. The first troll that came here, what was his name again? Jaden. No, that wasn't it. Oh, no, it wasn't Jaden. Oh, that was your happy vegan anniversary. I'm gonna let that go up here, Jaden. I saw that. Let me see if I can get your comment to show. Let me see. I'm trying, Jaden. Let me see if I can do it. I can't undo what our bot did to you, Jaden. I'm sorry there. I apologize that Streamlabs didn't like your comment, Jaden. My bad. It was a happy anniversary to AJ for your vegan anniversary. Captain Slamo, we've left you. You refused to answer my question about the distinction about how you say there's a moral obligation to not kill people, yet, but you're saying basically it's totally cool to kill pandas and poodles, but killing people, no way. Please explain the distinction. You failed, so thanks for coming here and showing us that you're just throwing a bunch of hot air on us. Anyway, hey, all caps 3D, are we obligated to coddle and jump through hoops for people to go vegan? I don't think so. Yeah, Streamlabs could be going rogue, huh? Yeah, there's blackouts in sports games. There's contracts, like exclusives and blackouts for certain types of games, so it sucks. Bob, what are you talking about? It's been brought to your attention that vegans are misusing terms like nutrient dense and quality protein. What are you talking about, Bob? I'm going to put that on the poop wall. Please explain. It's been brought to your attention by whom? Like an anti-vegan, Joe Rogan? And what vegans? Like all vegans? You know me. I'm probably the vegan you know the best there, Bob, right? Because you know you come here pretty much every Friday, Bob Hill. So let's get you up here. What are you talking about? Do I do this? Like, I mean, I could say that meat eaters do the same thing, right? I mean, it's just it's such a vague thing. Yeah, I bet you are right. I bet you are totally factually correct here, Bob. I'm sure if you look around, you will find some vegans that misuse the words nutrient dense and quality protein. But guess what? You're going to also find meat eaters who misuse the words like nutrient dense and quality protein. But to generalize just because some do that all do it, and given the fact, again, you know me, you watch me here every Friday, Bob, can't deny that. Do you see me misusing terms like nutrient dense and quality protein? The thing is, nutrient dense, as far as I know, doesn't have a technical definition. It doesn't have like a legal definition. Like if it has to have a certain density to qualify as nutrient dense, and if it doesn't have that, you're lying or something like that. So these are words with that particular phrase has an ambiguous meaning, which makes it very susceptible to not being used properly. But then again, what is proper use of the word nutrient dense if it doesn't have a proper definition? So to blame that on vegans, though, vegans are the bad people in this case. So anyway, just showing you it's not just a vegan thing, and the words is inherently ambiguous. So please, Bob, tell me what you're talking about. Yeah, what is Dr. Bear saying? Who cares if some vegans use some terminology correctly? Exactly. Who gives a crap? Therefore, killing animals is okay, that some vegans might use some words that have inherently ambiguous meanings, like not in a way that some anti-vegans would prefer. Like, so what? It's such a vague claim, Bob, and that's why I was bagging on the other guy a few minutes before you, Elric, for making these vague claims that have no support of any kind. So anyway, okay, I see you said Lifting Vegan Logic did a breakdown of the nutrient density argument. Great. I don't have to do it then. Thank you, Lifting Vegan Logic, for saving me from having to deal with that. We shouldn't be dishonest to sell the lifestyle. Bob, Be specific. You know me. I'm probably, again, the vegan you know the best. Of all the vegan YouTubers, you spend hours and hours. You've spent many, like dozens of hours with me here. Please be specific. How am I misrepresenting anything here? There might be someone misrepresenting something out there. Not all vegans are well spoken. Not all vegans have good knowledge about eating and nutrition. But the same is true with, I see all these meat eating bro channels out there too that don't know jack shit about nutrition. They say, look at my mustard, I've been working out for 5 years, I'm obviously healthy. It's like, so yeah, there's going to be grifters out there and people who mean well who don't know that much. You can't blame veganism for that, Bob. Just people aren't all as bright as, like, say you and me, Bob. Yeah, Sarah, non-vegans telling vegans how to be vegans, huh? Yeah, Bob, here's this. Bill, you're telling Bob, you're not a vegan, so don't say we. We shouldn't be dishonest to sell the lifestyle. You don't have any right to use the word we. Oh, good question to AJ. I want to know too. Ask Sarah, how many tattoos do you have, AJ Vintage? Just one. Okay, just curious. I didn't know you had a tattoo. Do you have any tattoos, Sarah? Curious. If you don't mind, you don't have to answer that question. Everyone's entitled to their privacy as much or as little as they want. I don't have any tattoos. I'm gonna keep it that way. Even though I admire tattoos, I think they're cool. I like the Ink Master TV show, Dave Navarro and all that. But no tats on you either. I figured, yeah, if I got 56 years through life without tattooing myself, I'm gonna keep that going. If I had gotten one in my early 30s, as I was thinking, all right, cool, I have it. I wouldn't have any regrets, but I'm just going to keep this run going. You're not tattoo material. I don't like needles poking me, for one. Tattoos if done well by a great tattoo artist, can be beautiful and awesome. But yeah, I don't want anyone poking needles on me. Unless it has a COVID vaccine. I know it's going to trigger some people. Anyway, yeah, what is your tattoo? Oh wait, what you asked Corbin? What you're her, right? Corbin, your tattoos. What is your tattoo of, AJ? If you don't mind, sharing that. I'm looking. I don't see you answering that. If you did already, forgive me. Chris Murphy, yes, we will continue to support Bob. Eventually, vegan transition, so we can all yell Bob the vegan one day. Yeah, if you have hope for Bob, I really don't have too much hope for him going vegan because he keeps bringing up all this misinformation and just stuff he knows. I'm just gonna just laugh at because it's so weak, Yeah, I heard that there's some vegans out there who are misusing the word nutrient dense. Like, okay, I'm sure there's meat eaters out there misusing that too. They're always misusing the word ultra processed, another word that is inherently, by definition, vague and ambiguous, no precise meaning. So what, Oh, okay, AJ, your tattoo is the cursive word vegan with a rose and leaf. That sounds beautiful and sweet and meaningful. That sounds like a great tattoo, AJ. And that shows, yeah, we're vegan for life, Even though it's just been 10 years for you, that's a long time. But yeah, why would I ever not be vegan for? Like, why would I always one day say, that was great not harming animals, but I hate animals now. And I hate them so much, I want to punish them by eating them every day. Like, I can't imagine something like that going on. Oh, you're welcome, AJ. No, it sounds like an awesome tattoo. Ooh, Sarah, if you ever got a tattoo, you get a third eye that you can only see in black light. Oh, something with the fluorescent colors that fluoresce in black light. Can you do that? It makes sense, huh? I guess you could tattoo any color on the skin, right? So you could put a fluorescent color on. That sounds kind of cool because, in my rave days, I used to, you guys remember I told you, I don't remember if I told you or not. One thing I used to do in the early 1990s, rave scene here is me and my friend Tom, the guy who shot a lot of my album covers back then. We ran day-glow paint rooms in different corners of different raves and different places. Anyway, yeah, I have good memories, and I like black lights and fluorescent stuff. So that would be a personally wise choice for me as well. But I'm gonna still just go tattooless. Allie, you've had nightmares about eating meat? I actually had one last week. about, I didn't eat it, but it was like the idea, like, we should just eat this jerky here. Like, why not? I'm going, what? No, like, no, we should just eat, like, why? No, I'm vegan. Why do I eat this jerky unless it's vegan jerky? Maybe my vegan jerky gave me a nightmare. I don't know. Dean the Neville can speak firsthand here. Most of his body is tattooed, and it still hurts every time. Love the tattoos, hate the pain. Yeah, I see them on Ink Master. Some of their canvases like tapping out and wiggling, and just like they can't stand still. And some of them have a lot of tats on the body, quite experienced. So yeah, I have no desire to just to sit and get needles in me. You can do it. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying personally, to me, I'm just speaking about me. I'm not talking about you. I'm just about me. I prefer not to have needles poked in me for like an hour or 2 or 3 or 4 over and over and over again. That sounds really, if you've done that, guys, like AJ and Devil, tip my knit cap to you guys. That's awesome. You guys can sit through that. You know, that's cool. But I do sometimes have odd little inklings. Hey, maybe I'll get a tattoo one day. Then the other side of my brain says, no, don't do it. I said, you've gone all these years and not had one. Let's just keep it that way. Yeah, I'm with you, Chris. Ain't no ink on me yet, too. Maybe one day. AJ has got you inspired. Absolutely. That sounds like an awesome tattoo that AJ's got. Samuel, yeah, you're right. That could be the worst meat eating lie. Quote, Bill Gates chips in Beyond Meat. Yeah, anytime you hear Bill Gates mentioned by someone throwing a weird theory at you, just walk away. You know they're full of shit. Like I said, I'm no fan of Bill Gates. I'm all Apple guy here. If you anything, I'm a Steve Jobs guy or something, you know. But no, I'm not a Bill Gates lover. But I'm not a hater. I know the reality of what Bill Gates is, and he doesn't do all these crazy, evil conspiracy theory things that the conspiracy theorists accuse him of. I'm not saying he does great things, like he's this great benevolent human or anything, but he's not putting freaking microchips in anything. It's not what he does. And he doesn't need a microchip to track you. You guys all know in your phones, all your phones, you can be tracked. they don't need to put a stupid chip in you. And how would that chip even work? Like, where would it get its power? Like, the batteries wouldn't be big enough. And how would it transmit? You'd need a powerful antenna powered by a battery. It's just the technical hurdles are just crazy. It'd be really expensive, too. There's already all the technology in your phones to track you pretty much anywhere in the world. A microchip in a burger or a vaccine is completely redundant and irrelevant and technologically expensively unfeasible. Is that a term, expensively unfeasible? I just made that up if that's not a thing. Expensively unfeasible. How's it work in jobs and dogs? Those aren't micro. It's a chip, but it's not. It doesn't transmit. It's like a barcode. It's like getting a universal product code embedded under your skin. So if you go to, like, you know, the market, you know, wherever you go shopping at, and they do the little scanner thing on the product code, that's it. They just have some kind of whatever that tech, that light beam thing is. They beam it onto an animal and it scans the barcode. But it has nothing to do with a microchip. It doesn't track you or transmit. It only has the barcode that gets scanned right close. They can't, like, follow your dog from a satellite or something like that. Uncle, you turn off your location on your phone. Yeah, as much as you can, if you can shut that down. You know, I don't like being tracked either. Oh, that was you, Dean, that ordered the book. Awesome. I see it. Happy Healthy Vegan. I apologize if you read this already. I didn't. So thank you. I always reiterate to people, yeah, please repeat things if it seems like I missed it, because I'm vegan and stupid. I can't see all the comments. But thank you. I've been jumping in and out. But if you both can sign the cookbook, that would be great. Have a great night, everyone. I will, Dean. I will sign your copy of the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. I'm like glad that I figured out it was you that bought this, Dean. So thank you so much. We will definitely sign your book for you. Today's Friday. It's going to be pouring ass rain on Monday, so I can't go out Monday. So most likely not this one. This is my copy. I'll get your fresh copy for you, Dean. I'll ship it out on Tuesday, most likely. Yeah, Monday is supposed to be a really bad atmospheric river kind of rainstorm for most of California, particularly Northern California too, if you guys are up there. A little better down here, but still it's going to be the heaviest rain of the year so far. Yeah, RFID. That's what it's called. Thank you, Uncle, for the technological clarification there. Thank you. That's what they have in the animals. So, we love Ben Carson, Bob. No, you do, but it's not like a thing vegans do. If you look up the definition of vegan, it doesn't say those who love Ben Carson or something like that. You might love him, Bob. That's cool. You're free to love whoever you want to love, you know, and I'm free to love whoever I want, or not love whoever I don't want to love. Bob is the man who talks like he's on drugs, Bill. Sometimes it seems like it. Is he on drugs, or is he some kind of AI bot? Or is he a human? A human not on drugs? A human on... who knows? You love everyone, Bob? That's awesome. Sarah, is that your life there? Gym, forest, coffee shop, home. See, that's what I want. I want more of that, because we don't have forests here. That's why I want to move. I want to live somewhere more in nature. I want to be able to go to the gym still, and hopefully still play basketball if I'm not too old, or if my foot doesn't get too fucked up. I said F. Sorry, guys. Anyway, gym, I lost your thing there. Where was it? Yeah, gym, forest. I want to live amongst more nature and trees and all that. Coffee shop. Yeah, I've been getting into Angie, walking with Angie to the coffee shop. We used to go every Saturday, but now with the storms coming, we don't go every Saturday. We just go whenever the weather's good. So I've been going sometimes like 2, even sometimes 3 times a week, getting my half calf. So I'm enjoying the pleasures of going a little stroll on a nice sunnyish morning and strolling to our local little coffee shop and enjoying a little half calf. I get a small one. She gets the regular size full calf. I like my half calves. They do me fine. Plenty of caffeination for my purposes. Joseph, how is my foot recovering? I tell you, I went to the podiatrist last week, Friday, a little bit before the live stream, and he said it's coming along, nothing horrible. So anyway, I went to the gym on Monday. He said it was okay for me to go and shoot baskets and stuff, so I went to the gym earlier this week. I believe it was Monday. And I did my shots. Everything's going good. So I started getting more bold. Like, ooh, I feel like I could do some more dribbling. I could do some crossovers. Ooh, I could shift weight between my 2 feet. No problem. Ooh, let me do some little layups. Ooh, I'd lay off either foot. It was doing pretty good. And all of a sudden I did one layup off my right foot, but somehow I had to shift weight from my left foot, the sprained one. I felt a little sharp pain. I go, okay, I know where my limits are. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to shoot baskets until I know it's better. I was just really kind of pushing it. I was trying to push the recovery, and I know I still have a sprained foot. So anyway, thanks for asking. Ellie, you drink an unhealthy amount of coffee to survive? Oh, man. See, I don't feel so bad now drinking my little half calves. like twice a week or so. I went this morning with Angie because I told you, I know tomorrow's going to be raining probably. So I was like, let's just do it today. Limit yourself to 2 cups of coffee. I don't even do that. I just have my 1 cup. Let's see, Fallon Murray. Hey, have I heard of Earthly Vegan? Spelled that way. It's all vegan grocery store in Garden Grove. I think I know where that's at. Is it next to like the vegan pizza and Loving Hut? I've heard of it, but I've never stopped there before. I guess I should check it out sometime. Yeah, we just don't do our shopping out there. It's kind of like a far distance to go for regular shopping or anything like that. But if that's the place, let me know. Oh, Carl, you have a stress fracture in your foot? What happened to you, Carl? Forgive me if you told us last time or time before. What did you do? I told you I just screwed mine up playing basketball, taking off too quickly after missing a free throw. Going for a rebound. What did you do, Carl? Was it a running thing, if I remember right? what do medicinal mushrooms do? We're talking psilocybin mushrooms, because now they're trying to make it more legitimate, like, you know, how marijuana, cannabis became medical and stuff like that. It's the same thing, you know. Medical marijuana is the same as non-medical marijuana, and medicinal mushrooms are the same as non-medicinal psilocybin mushrooms. I guess it's just you're doing it in a more responsible manner. You're getting precisely measured doses of known quality, stuff like that. Perhaps I'm guessing. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's bottom line. It's the same compounds. Carl, you don't know the exact cause, but you do a lot of trail running over the summer. You did a lot of trail running over the summer and more moderate amount in the fall. I wonder why the trail running would do it. It seems like the softer impact of running on dirt and stuff would be better for feet, but who knows? Maybe just the accumulation of running for years or something like that, you know? Injuries suck. Happens to everyone. Happens to the pros. Don't start coffee if I haven't. Well, I don't think I'm addicted to it yet or anything. Because with my half calves, like Angie says, don't you want to like step up to full calf? I go, no, I'm cool. I like my half calf. I feel great. You know, it's like 1 or 2 a week. I'm good. I think I'm cool. But yeah, it's kind of a weird thing to start in one's mid 50s, I think, Bob, are you annoying people, Bob? I see Dr. Bear telling Bill. I highly recommend blocking Bob. He annoys me too, and I've enjoyed the live streams more after. What is Bob say? I've missed him. I didn't see what he's saying. I guess I tuned him out. What is Bob going off on right now? I saw him talking about reading something about fascism, some book about fascism, how it's really cool. Bob, if you're here to promote fascism, just don't, okay? Fascism, this is not a forum to promote fascism, okay? Never been a fan of fascism. Well, all us Gen Xers went to school and learned that fascists are shitty people like Hitler, Mussolini, and as we got older, we saw Kim Jong-il, fascists are not good people, okay? And now all of a sudden, since 2016, fascism's kind of cool. You know, Vladimir Putin, he's awesome. Fascism, no, we're not here to promote fascism, okay? So that's your agenda, Bob. If that's why you're secretly trying to infiltrate our live stream, please, no, just go away, or just no more promoting fascism. Draw the line there. Yeah, Dr. Bear, amazing it even needs to be stated. So if that's what's going on, okay, you're not promoting fascism, great. I wasn't sure. I wasn't accused. I'm saying if you are here, or if anyone is here to promote fascism, you just can shut it up. This is not 4chan or 8kun or Twitter or X. It's not a place to promote fascism or any of that shit. So no. This is where we talk about veganism and vegan related stuff. Bob said fascism is a far left political movement. So really, Hitler, Mussolini, Trump, these are far left people? I didn't know that. I don't want to make this a political thing, but okay, just move on. No talk of fascism, right? This is it. No more. No more fascism, please. You only promote plantar fascism. Yeah, that's what I told you. The foot doctor was pretty sure that I tore my plantar fasciitis, whatever it's called, the PF. Oh, well, good distinction there. Hitler was a National Socialist. That means there's no way he could have fascist dictator traits or characteristics. I was a National Socialist. I couldn't be a fascist dictator of any kind. I'm a National Socialist. Anyway, we're moving on. Hey, thanks for the super chat tip there, Nothingness. Thank you so much, everyone, for the super chat tips tonight. Much love, much appreciation. Thank you. Gratitude is what I'm trying to say there. Yeah, I get that, AJ. That's why this is not a place to parrot right-wing media, social media, TV personalities. We're not here to try to sugarcoat fascism. It's something kind of cool and even left-wing. Hitler wasn't one. He's a national blah, blah, blah. Anyway. Yeah, he claims to be one, so that means he was, huh, Dr. Bear? You can't fight that logic, you know? It doesn't matter that he literally killed communists and socialists. No. Just listen to how I define myself. It doesn't matter what reality says. I'll just keep gaslighting all I want, you know? Yeah, fascism, not cool. So again, No promoting fascism here. No trying to sugarcoat or recast fascism as something kind of cool or something kind of nice and just a little misunderstood. No, we're not doing that shit here. I'm not, zero tolerance. You can call me old-fashioned, you can call me not open-minded, but this is not a forum, this is not a place where we are going to try to reimagine fascism as something the American public should accept as being cool and misunderstood. No. Oh, thank you. Again, I saw your super chat tick come twice there, so thank you. Reminded me that I thanked you and re-thanked you there. All right, great, Bob. That was the last time you're going to say anything about fascism, and you said fascism is awful. Great with you. Now, we have moved on from that portion of our evening. No more fascism. Zip it, Bob. Zip. All right, there we go. What's that, Sarah? What the American public doesn't know is what makes them the American public. FTW. I always took that to mean Dr. Bear is for the win as opposed to F the world, but I don't know. Has it changed meaning over the years? I always used it as for the win. But who knows? I'm just some old Gen Xer dude. I'm not hip in with it anymore, apparently. Yeah, I'm with you, VLAM. Yeah, presidency is overrated. Participatory democracy sounds like a much better thing to try, because what we have right here, right now, isn't really all that effective. I think most people in this country probably would agree to some extent with that claim I just made. But yeah, some kind of participatory democracy sounds like a better way to try to have democracy really happen. Elder Gen X law. I mean, to like Gen Zers and younger, they think we're like boomers or something. Like, hell no. Hell no. I think anyone over the age of 35 is a boomer. Deliberative democracy. Wow, I gotta learn more about these different alternative forms. That will probably never happen in my lifetime here, but cool. Another super chat tip from Nothingness. Awesome. Thank you, Nothingness. And thanks for using Streamlabs, where we actually do better than YouTube. They don't take a cut other than the PayPal fees. Ali, why do we always end up trying not to talk about fascism and socialism? Because of Bob. Those are his favorite topics to bring up here. That's why I'm saying we're not here to discuss fascism, socialism. Ask a vegan anything. And veganism has nothing to do with fascism or socialism or anything. Other than I'm not a fan of fascism. Yeah, sir, I'm with you. Centrally planted Gen Xer. Now leave me alone. Exactly. Uncle, what's wrong with the boomers? No, I'm just saying we're not boomers. I just don't like how these young kids today sometimes think we're all boomers or something like that. Either you're a Gen Z, the millennials like the slightly older generation than them, then everyone else is a boomer. It's like, no, I'm not a boomer. I just want to keep my age. I'm still a few years between me and boomers. I want to preserve my youth as long as I can. And plus, the Gen X, like beliefs, I guess, and not to say we're all the same. We're all totally different, obviously, but what Gen X is kind of known for, like Kurt Cobain, F the man, and all that stuff. Loners that grew up latchkey kids. I that's me. I relate, and I can represent that. Anyway, I am Gen X. I'm solidly Gen X. But boomers are cool. There's a lot of cool boomers out there. Uncle's a cool boomer. Brad Pitt and Keanu Reeves, they're cool boomers. Doesn't mean being a boomer is bad. I hate that implication too. It's so ageist when you see like younger people try to like use that as some kind of negative thing, some ageist thing. Like, you just realize how ageist you were there, right? A so-called boomer can't help when they were born, just like you can't help that you were born at a certain time. We're just all thrown into the world without any asking on our part, and God or our parents ever asked us, hey, you want to get born now? Is this a good time for you? We're just thrown into the world, into existence, and here we are. We're all trying to make the best of it. Yeah, Brad Pitt is a hot boomer. I'll say that as a man. I have no qualms. I'm totally comfortable with my masculinity and all that. Brad Pitt, yeah, very, what'd you call him, a hot boomer? I hope I'm like half as hot. I wish I was half as hot as Brad Pitt right now. I mean, at my age, he's like, what, 5-6 years older than me? I'm not even half as hot as him. I mean, I wish I was half as hot as Brad Pitt. I wish I was a quarter as hot as Brad Pitt. Oh yeah, he might not be your type at all, sir. I'm not saying that all people should think he's sexy or hot, but I'm wondering, you look at him and go, God, I wish I could like look as good as Brad Pitt, you know? I wish I could look as fit or just youthful and just attractive as Brad Pitt. Not to say I think I'm ugly or anything like that, but you know, I'm just trying to compare myself to the best there. Yeah, Brad's around 60 or something like that, right? I know the cutoff point between Gen X and boomers just a few years past me. I guess I'm an old Gen X or something like that. Nikki, 5 Gen X latchkey kids under one roof fun times. Ryan is hotter. I'll take that, Ditlo. VLAM's an elder millennial. Yeah, a lot of Xers here. Maybe I attract them. You know, my Kurt Cobain vibes or something, especially with my Seattle look today with the knit cap, and I have a flannel sitting back on that couch. I should get my flannel. I'll fully look like Seattle in the 90s. Let me get it. Jeremy spoke in class today. Jeremy. That's not Kurt Cobain, though. But anyway, even flow. All right, here we go. Here is Seattle Ryan here, man. Full on Gen X 90s Seattle Ryan here. So in 3 years, Ryan will become a boomer. No, it doesn't work like that. Nothingness. Again, I'm not saying anything bad about boomers. I just want to hang on. I relate to Gen X. I just do. I don't relate to boomer. I don't relate to millennial. And nothing bad about being those. I'm me. I was born, you know, in full-on Gen X times. I grew up in the whole Gen X thing. I'm a poster child of Gen X. I relate to Gen X. I'm proud of it. And I don't like when people try to say I'm a boomer. No, I'm a Gen Xer. Jaden, you're the oldest Gen Z out here. Awesome. You never understood the lyrics to that song until now? Which one, Jeremy or Even Flow? Because I can't say I understand the lyrics to either. How'd you understand those lyrics? Yeah, Zoomers. Are they calling a demographic that now too? Okay, so Willow gives us some data here. Generation X used to be 1963 to 1967. They took it away and added 64 to be the end of boomers. IMX law 64. No, I know I'm not the last year of Gen X. You said it used to be. I looked it up recently. It went a few more years past me, Gen X. Forgot when exactly. Someone could look it up right now if they want. It's not that important to me. I just know I'm solid Gen X. Again, born the same year as Kurt Cobain. Yeah, then there's Gen Alpha, and they're not referring to like alpha male or something like that. They're referring to like Alpha, the first generation to grow up fully having been on computers and social media, the internet, all that stuff. I think is that what Gen Alpha is referring to, guys? Heidi? Generation X, Billy Idol baby. No, we're not talking about that, but yeah. Yeah, Foo knows my lyrics. Even flow, what he don't know, butterflies. That's my Eddie Vedder impression there. If you don't know what that is, go look it up. It's a full-on Gen X thing. Oh yeah, Billy Idol. I used to like Billy Idol in high school, like Rebel Yell, Eyes Without a Face. If I had a chance, I'd teach the world to dance. I'll be dancing with myself. Now you have Pearl Jam. My bad. Hey, you look at me now. I'm Pearl Jam here. This is like full on. Just my hair needs to be a little longer, maybe a little scruffier. Pearl Jam in the 90s. Ali, what's the difference between Gen X and Millennial? Well, we're older. Gen X is our little older. Millennials are quite like, a generation younger than us. So they grew up at a different time. Usually they're typically more technologically literate and competent. Even though I'm pretty techie for an old dude here. Yeah, grunge rock. That's what some of the 90s Seattle scene was called. Okay, Marshall, yes, 65 to 80 is Gen X. I remember 80 because I think that they're like John Mayer is Gen X, so he must be born around 1980 or so. I go, well, he's way too young. Maybe he's like the first year or so after Gen X. But yeah, I remember it went quite a bit past me. So I'm a young Gen X. Yeah, you're right. 1964 is the cutoff. That's the last year. That's when you could be that's the youngest boomer. I thought is 1964. That's right. And 65, 80 is Gen X. That's right. That's how it goes. It's all coming back to me now. Those brain cells are reigniting. No, they're not catching on fire. They're constituting, reawakening. That's the word. Reawakening. Wow, Stone Temple Pilots, speak of the devil, some Seattle grunge there is playing in Key West tonight. No clue who is singing. Well, they're a Seattle band, right? I'm getting confused now. I thought they were. Yeah, Marshall. Yeah, I'm Gen X. I love Pink Floyd. I love Depeche Mode. Seen them both. Well, I didn't see Pink Floyd technically. I saw David Gilmour, but I did see Depeche Mode on the Black Celebration tour, and that was pretty awesome. All caps, seen Morrissey. Where's Morrissey playing at? All caps? I didn't know Morrissey was on tour right now. Didn't he go kind of crazy, I thought, lately? Like kind of like, I don't want to make this political, but like kind of became like, more right, like in a mean way, like a Elon Musk type. Let me know if I'm wrong there. There's nothing wrong with being right way. It's totally cool, but there's ways to do it in our cool way. I have relatives that are cool. That have different political ways. And then there's this really twisted, evil way of kind of like Elon Musk way of doing it. Honda Center and one in LA. Well, Honda Center's not too far here. Hopefully he's able to make sure the venue has all vegetarian stuff. I know he's had that battle with places before. Do you know if it's sold out or not? But why am I even asking? Because I can't afford concerts anymore anyway. They're expensive. Yeah, Gen X, Tears for Fears. That was like my favorite band when I was a sophomore in high school. Tears for Fears and Flock of Seagulls. Tears for Fears, The Hurting. I still listen to that album. The album is so good. Pale Shelter. One of my favorite songs of the 80s. Beautiful freaking song. Not to say like songs like Change and Mad World are bad. And then the album after that, it came out with like Everyone Wants to Rule the World and Shout. More amazing songs. Yeah, Tears for Fears. They were the shit back then. Really good songwriting, good musicians, good just electronic music production sensibilities. What's that? VLAN. People tend to regard the environment in which they grew up as better. There's a similar concept in ecology, shifting baseline syndrome. I don't know if when I grew up is better. It's just I grew up when I grew up, and I fully relate to when I grew up because I was there and that was my life. Yeah, concerts used to be cheap enough for us teenagers to afford them, Home Alley, and me in my 20s and 30s even. But now it's like, really? Just to get some bad seats in the back for not even a really popular band, you're going to have to pay like $100. I mean, 1/4 of that price goes to like Ticket Shafter or Live Nation or whatever dumb criminal, like criminally corrupt ticket agencies handling it, but... Oh well, they've ruined shows, Oh well, that's why I have no problem wanting to move to like Hawaii or Northern California or something. I don't have to see bands anymore. I can't afford them anyway. Let's see, Marshall, Depeche Mode, and... Oh, I don't know who's Theodore Dreiser. Changed Your Life Irreversibly. Huh? What era is Theodore Dreiser from? That name does not ring any bells. Ticket Shafter. Did I call him Ticket Shafter? I should. If I didn't, I should have. And if I did, that's how I think of him. Oh, Morrissey was going to play in Hong Kong and canceled it. Any ideas why? What's that Travis about? Is Morrissey leaving his shoes? I'm not sure if I understand. Oh, nothingness. Thank you. Just gifted 5 memberships to our viewers. Let's see who gets one. Hey, Travis got one. Awesome. Jokic got one. Awesome, Jokic. I haven't seen you tonight. Shelly. I haven't seen you all night, Shelly. I don't remember you, Shelly, but awesome. Sean. Shelly. Anna and Primary all got gifted memberships from Nothingness. That is so cool of you, Nothingness. We got more happy fams here. Awesome. You guys see the awesomeness of being a happy fam here. Thanks, Nothingness. Totally awesome. An American writer around 1890. Yeah, well, who am I? Yeah, why am I assuming that only musical artists can like profoundly change and influence and impact someone's core being as a person or artist? Yeah, musicians, bands can do it. Actors, can do it. Directors can do it. Film can do it, and writers. Yeah, all sorts of various forms of art. Painting can do it. Yeah, it was my bad assumption there. Okay, Carl, you looked at Morrissey controversy and well, yeah, he knows how to offend. Yeah, I thought he went on in some bad rants that didn't look great. I don't know. But the bottom line for me is I probably wouldn't, I don't think that would be a deal breaker for me to not go. I just don't want to pay $100 for me and then another 100 for Angie, probably another 25 for parking. And that's a lot of money. That's what my plumber wanted to charge me today to come and fix some leaky faucets that he installed 4 months ago. And I turned him down. He canceled shows all the time. Okay. He canceled a show last year, 24 hours before it started because they labeled the genre nostalgic. Wow. Yeah, that's really insulting. You don't want to be known as nostalgic, especially if you're still putting out new music. Yeah, sure, you may have been big in the 80s like he was or something, but he's still putting out new music. So yeah, it's true. Older listeners from Gen X times like myself will feel nostalgic going to a Morrissey show. But, there's new fans too. You're getting new fans all the time, and you're putting out new music too, I assume. So that's kind of a diss. Yeah, that was Marshall. That was Morrissey back in the day, right? Addressing things like sexism, classism, and religious authority. I think now, though, he's moved on to some even more questionable, controversial topics. But again, I could be wrong. I just remember hearing or reading something maybe a year ago. So it's not like, I can't speak with any knowledge or authority about it. It's just something that kind of stuck with me. And I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully he's totally cool still, but I'm kind of afraid he's not. Nothing would please me more to know that Morrissey is still totally cool. Okay, so Morrissey was concerned about the Chinese Communist Party's national security law here. Interesting, huh? I wonder if they wanted, they were going to spy on him, basically, because I hear they do that with guests. They can just have cameras or people following you or whatever. Might not be cool with that. I wouldn't put up with that either. What's that, Astral? If I'm not going to watch Joe's Apartment play Smashing Pumpkins? I don't know any Smashing Pumpkins songs, to be honest with you. What's that, Apano? You heard Morrissey is really unpleasant in person. I've heard similar things too. He insulted one of your favorite musicians back when. Wow. It wasn't Johnny Marr. He always thought, I thought he always bagged on him. But anyway, I can imagine him insulting other people too. Yeah, I don't know any songs, Foo. I wish I could play something off Cherub Rock or something, but no, I don't. I've never bothered to learn Smashing Pumpkins. It's a band I had, a sort of, like and respect for, but I wasn't really a fan, so I never really got into their songs, like trying to learn them or something like that. What's that, Sarah? It says Heidi never gets the gifts. I wonder if hers is turned off too. Oh, I wonder if you can turn off getting gifted memberships. I don't know how that works. Is there a way to turn that off? That's weird. Um, is Joe's apartment worth revisiting? What album is Joe's apartment? Refresh me on that one. That one is not. That brain cell is not firing up right now. He insulted Tori Amos? Really? Morrissey insulted Tori Amos. She sometimes talks about it in her concerts. Oh. Oh yeah, Joy Division. What was that album from like 87 or 89? Technique. Love that album. Fine Time bitchin' song. They used to play that song at some of the acid house clubs I went to in the late 80s. Wow, Uncle, I think the price would be a little higher to see a concert at the Long Beach Arena now. $12 for Jethro Tull. Wow. You still remember the price? That's amazing. Yeah, there was some good music back in the 80s and 90s for sure. Oh yeah, Levels will tear us apart. Yeah. I guess I'm more of I guess I like New Order more than I like Joy Division. I think so. I don't know. More polished, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to insult anyone or anything, but yeah, they're both great bands. Splitting hairs there. I'm thinking of New Order. Yeah, New Order's the band I followed more than Joy Division. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I guess when you said Joy Division, I just thought New Order. To me, it's like the same band almost. You know, I'm sure. Yeah, there's someone missing, obviously, but yeah. Yeah, New Order's a little bit more polished, I guess, is the way to look at it. More produced. Yeah, not as punk. You know, more electronic, new wave or something like that. Okay, VLAM has a tip there. I think if you click on the membership gift banner, there should be a button that says allow gifts. So if you want to try to get yourself set up to get a free membership gifted to you, follow V's tip there. Click on the membership gift banner. Now there should be a button that says allow gifts. Let me see if I can do that right now. I'm just kind of curious how it looks on my end. I don't think I can do that on my end here because I'm running the stream. I'm not seeing the same exact stuff that you guys are seeing. And Muskrat Love, great song. Captain Tennille and America covered that. Awesome song. Anyway, it's funny that some of the weird tangents we go down on these live streams. 80s and 90s music, because I have my Seattle grunge uniform on right now. Your vegan cult leader is no longer vegan cult leader. He is Seattle grunge right now. So anyway, what else should we talk about? Angie and I went to Ojai kind of early on in our dating career, but we haven't been in like over 20 years or so. Just spent a night or two out there. Remember having a great time, stayed in a cool B&B, had great food. It's before we were vegan. I don't remember. I just remember having a great time, chill Ojai. I like going to that part of the world, Ventura, Ojai. It's nice out there. At least when it's not raining hell like it's been. Uncle asks a practical question. Where exactly is the membership gift banner for us older people who have trouble finding it? And I'm including myself in that, Uncle. I'm not being ageist or anything like that. Because I'm not seeing it on my stuff right now. But like I said, what I'm seeing is different from what you guys are seeing. But I wonder if it's still visible to me. Just because what I'm seeing is different doesn't mean it's not there. But that's what I'm kind of telling myself. I'm not seeing it because it's probably not here. But for all I know, it is. Yeah, dark wave. That was a term that I believe our record label invented. I remember that word didn't exist before, and they started using it in their catalog, Project Records, and that term kind of caught on, dark wave. It's a combination of darker, like gothic kind of stuff, and wave, like new wave, dark wave. Okay, let me see. Okay. Yeah, I have. Okay, now you know, Uncle. See the instructions there from VLAM. Oh, did you like the Sisters of Mercy, Sarah? I never got into them or like the Mission or stuff like that. I was kind of, I was more into like the prettier stuff, I guess, at that point in my life, like Cocteau Twins and stuff like that. I didn't like too many dude bands at that point. I was really weird, you know, like Dead Can Dance and Cocteau Twins. But I did like some guys singing bands. Obviously, I didn't mind it when like Brendan sang in Dead Can Dance. I love his deep voice. I remember when Clan of Zymox became Zymox. I remember I dug that first album of theirs. I like his voice. We have some stuff on SoundCloud, Mind's Eye. I think Angie might have an account for us up there, but I don't ever like feed it. I don't think we do much with it. Should we? Steve, do you love Dead Can Dance? I saw him a few times, maybe 3, 4, 5 times. I even got to meet him one time. We got backstage via our label at a show. I think at the Wiltern, was it? Met Lisa Gerard and her boyfriend. Maybe she's still with him. And one time after a show at the Universal Amphitheater on that tour, I have some friends that are friends with Brendan Fraser. Really strange. I thought they were full of shit, but they actually were. And we got to hang out with him one night. I didn't really talk to him much. He's kind of even more introverted than I am, I think. He's kind of a trippy dude. I'm a trippy dude too. But yeah, they're cool. Have I ever had a gooseberry? I'm not sure, Ryan, Vegan Tech. Have I ever had a gooseberry? I'll have to ask Angie. Yeah, Sisters of Mercy. Yeah, I guess I was trying to say when I said dude bands. Yeah, to me, I heard more of a rock sound. And back then, in 1988, 89, 90, I was like way past rock. You know, I wasn't even listening to Led Zeppelin anymore or anything like that. So yeah, I was really into like just like pretty guitars, otherworldly ethereal sounds and stuff. That was me back then. I just had a thing I was totally into that informed me becoming Love Spirals Downwards, I guess. Let's see. Let's see. Any other questions? Should we keep going on about music, or should we talk about something vegan? Let's see. Okay, your stuff's up there. Okay, cool. Yeah, I should explore more of our various social medias that we are not really utilizing all that much. But yeah, we're going to start our band podcast back up again this year. I know talking about it and doing it are two different things, but that's our plan. Yeah, we have a lot of music we're working on that we finished already. So we need to start up our band podcast again, Chilling with Love Spirals. So we'll let you know more about that when we get that up on our Love Spirals official YouTube channel. So anyway, V-Lam, wow, what a deep question there. Do I think animals are capable of interspecies altruism? Hey, I don't know. I'd like to see some zoologists' opinions on that. I'm just some dumb guy that lives in a city here, so I don't get to see too many animals. I see mainly like our animals here. They seem to have, I don't know if I would say they have altruism for us humans or not. I don't know. What do you think? I would say I'd lean more towards yes, that they probably do, than like no, they can't do it. I would say I'm 80% sure they probably do have interest, that they could be altruistic towards other animal species. I think I give it at least an 80% chance. Curious what the scientific opinion is on that. Yeah, Vondi says we see animals raise young from other species. That's a good piece of evidence there to support that there's interspecies altruism from animals. I guess it's more likely that it's true than not true. But I don't know. Who am I? I'm just some music producer. A Gen X Seattle dressed style fashioned here on music producer. Yeah, Fritz. Yeah, there's examples like that for sure. All right, Foo. I know it's later for you out there too, and yeah, I'm usually tired at 10:30 as well. It's about that time for you out there. All right, good to have you here, Foo. Always fun to hear you shouting and different lyrics and songs and stuff like that all the time too. So have a good night, Foo Man Poo. That's an interesting idea there, Heidi. I never thought of that. Okay, V asks, because even vegans often state as a fact that animals can't be vegan because they have no moral agency. But if animals are capable of altruism, surely they can have moral... Ooh, good question. You've opened up a can of worms there. Because I don't believe animals have moral agency. I'm pretty sure about that. I mean, like pretty darn sure about that. But you're saying if animals can display altruism, then they would therefore have moral. I don't know if that's a proper if then. That would take a lot more arguing to make me convinced of that if then proposition there, that if then statement, that if an animal can display altruism, then it must have capable of moral agency. It assumes altruism is intimately or necessarily tied up or connected with altruism. That's a huge assumption. That I don't know. I don't know if altruism is necessarily moral based. I haven't thought about that, to be honest with you. I tell you, that's not my cup of tea, moral philosophy. Off the top of my head, I think you can be altruistic and not have that necessarily be a moral action. But who am I? That's my intuition as a old philosophy graduate here. It's just my intuition. I'd like to hear some more discussion about this, though. Yeah, I'm just saying I'm not so convinced that showing altruism is that is necessary, or having morality is necessary, having moral agency is necessary for being able to demonstrate or show altruistic behavior. I'm not sure. That would need to be argued very clearly for me. Just intuitively, it doesn't ring true. But not just saying it's not. I'm just kind of skeptical of that. Seems like we need more than just that. There's got to be something more. Dr. Bear, definition of moral agency: the state of being able to make ethical or moral judgments and take responsibility for choices and actions. Yeah, they might not be able to do the latter part of the and. An and is known as the conjunctive operator, I think. It conjoins two parts, so both things have to be true. The stuff on the left before the word and the stuff after and, specifically and to take responsibility for choices and actions. That would, I think, be why, even if an animal displayed behavior to us that seemed altruistic, it's the and part. Is the animal able to take responsibility for that altruistic choice? That's the part I have a hard time. I don't think they can take responsibility for that. But these are interesting questions, but that's just my opinion. And again, who am I? I study philosophy a little bit, but I'm not an expert. Not an expert in moral philosophy for sure. I took as few courses as possible in ethics and moral philosophy because I thought it was like the weakest and least interesting area in philosophy when I was in college, and I spent my time taking the courses that I wanted to take rather than the ones I had to, and I had to get a couple moral philosophy classes, ethics classes, and just because I had to. Anyway, Dr. Bear, definition of altruism: behavior of an individual that benefits others. Yeah, I'm thinking you can have produce or do behaviors that benefit others without being able to necessarily taking responsibility for that thing. But anyway, let's keep going on here. Let's see. Dr. Bear saying, just because a being can behave in a way that benefits others, that doesn't mean they are capable of making ethical judgments and be held accountable. See, I'm liking this sort of reasoning, Dr. Bear. Not liking it, I'm just saying that's how my intuitions are on this subject here. Why did I explain animals can't have human rights? Yeah, animals can't have all human rights, Bob. All. I tried to emphasize all. Animals don't have all human rights. Animals don't have the right to get a driver's license. Animals don't have the right to vote. Animals don't have the right to get a business license. Animals don't have the right to get a marriage license. Animals don't have, they don't have all the rights that humans have, but they do have basic rights as far as not the ones I just talked about. They're basic rights, like the right to live without being killed, the right to live without having a human stick their hand up your genitals and impregnate you against your will, and having your baby taken away from you against your will to get slaughtered as you spend the rest of your life having a suction cup hooked up to your bovine breast and having milk sucked out of it for 8 years and being slaughtered once you're no longer financially viable for the company who owns you. So they have basic rights. Yeah, they don't have all the human rights. God forbid, I don't want a cow to be able to drive on the freeway or anything like that. But that doesn't mean we should slaughter them and exploit them. So anyway, no, good try there, Bob. Yeah, VLAM, it's simple rights. VLAM said it really simply here. Animals should have the right to live freely from cruelty and exploitation. Simple stuff there. Yeah, I don't want it to go get a marriage license or anything like that. Just simple, just don't kill it. Don't exploit it. Don't be cruel to it. Don't go out in the street and kick your neighbor's poodle. You know, don't kill animals. Don't harm animals. It's basic stuff, not like, you know, complicated high level rights like marriage and driving and business licenses. Bob is the authority, huh? Bob is authority. Bob, why are you here? AJ asks. That's a fair question to ask, AJ. Why are you here, Bob? And that's a good one, Carl. Bob just explained why he thinks that babies can't have animal rights. What did Bob bag on Joey? I see H is saying, Bob, Joey Carbstrong's statements are the opposite of ridiculous. Like what? Did you say it? Did he really say that? If so, Bob, please explain yourself. Be specific. What statements? Give me a specific statement you heard of from Joey Carbstrong that is ridiculous. Because I just watched a video of him today debating with, you see that thumbnail that says you're a bad person? He's talking to I think an Arab guy and an Israeli girl. Anyway, did you see that? And that's the most recent one. I watch his videos maybe one every week or two or so. I don't hear him say anything ridiculous. It's like stuff I would say. In fact, he knows more about some stuff than I do. Like he knew a lot more about Islam than I did, and how it, you know, there's nothing in there that says you have to eat animals in order to do what you got to do in that religion. But anyway, yeah, he's very intelligent and articulate. So he said that animals should have human rights. No, he never said no. Yeah, the basic human rights. Joey's never argued that animals should have all the rights that humans have. You're making a straw man out of him. You're not representing him fairly, Bob. Joey's never argued that animals have all the human rights, like driver's license rights, right to start a business. No, we're talking about basic rights. The right to not be murdered when you're sitting around. The right to not be exploited, have your body and being exploited by profit companies or even non-profit companies to benefit from your bodily outputs, be it secretions or your meat flesh. So no, he doesn't believe that animals should have rights like that are more, you know, human specific. What are you talking about? Can you show me anywhere where he thinks that animals should have all the rights pretty much that humans have? That's absurd. I've never seen any vegan activists, let alone a very reasonable and articulate, well-spoken, intelligent activist like Joey. Who cares if he's married? Yeah, Heidi, you're picturing it in your mind, huh? Cow driving a car. No, I don't think. If you could show me a video, if you could find me a Joey Carbstrong video where he's actually saying to people that cows should have rights that humans have, like the right to vote, the right to drive a car. Please show me that. The right to get married. Just show me these things. Please, I would love. You would make my day, Bob. Please make my day. Show me the link where Joey's arguing for these very specific human rights, not the more broader sense of not being killed, exploited, and treated with cruelty. Not being enslaved. Hallie, you'd get a pretty big kick out of a cow driving a car? Well, that's Bob's fantasy, right? That's what Bob's fantasy is. That's what Joey Carbstrong's all about. Joey's trying to get cows to get on the highway. Well, he has elaborated, Bob. I've watched dozens and dozens of videos of Joey's discussing these very points with people out on the street. And I've never heard him once argue that they should have any of these absurd things I was talking about. He's talking about the rights I have just enumerated. Basic civil rights of not being killed, exploited, murdered, raped, enslaved, stuff like that. Yeah, those are rights that humans have, and animals should have those rights too. Doesn't mean, okay, you understand, humans have this giant set of rights. The ones I just listed, plus other ones like, right to vote, right to, start a business, stuff like that, right to an attorney when you get arrested, stuff like that. Animals, we're talking about a subset, not to be enslaved, murdered, tortured, raped, killed, exploited, stuff like that. Those are the subset of human rights that animals should have as well. What is ridiculous about that? So we're moving on. Let's move on, Bob. You've already misrepresented Joy. Don't fling poop and start evading the question here. Admit you were wrong there.
Wait, is Bob the main character again?
Bob's the main character, yes. Bob is the main character again.
How did Bob become the main character again?
Because he somehow believes that Joey Carbstrong said that animals should have all the rights that humans have, like be able to get married, to vote, to get a driver's license. It's just absurd.
Yeah,
he's sitting there with a straight face trying to say that Joey Carbstrong said that animals should have all the rights. I'm trying to explain, no, it's just a subset of the rights that humans have, like to not be enslaved, not to be impregnated against your will, not to be killed, exploited, that stuff, enslaved.
Wait, there's no way Bob Hill had a straight face while he was typing that.
Yeah, he's trolling,
He had
huh?
that troll face.
He's freaking trolling us, huh?
He was probably the people. He's like, I'm winning. I'm the main character.
He thinks he's the main character.
I know. That's funny. I thought the door was kind of open. You seem so loud tonight.
Oh, maybe I'm very animated tonight.
Yeah, I can tell.
Anyway. Anyway, guys. Yeah, we fell for Bob's trap again, V. We did. I'm glad Angie can point this out for us. You said that, Bob. That's why I have the poop ball. Want me to put your words up there? He said that. I'll put your words up there, Bob. You said that Joey Carbstrong says that animals should have human rights. And yeah, he said that, I'm sure, but not all human rights. You're the one that inserted the word all. Your brain inserted the word all. They should have some human rights. And yeah, bad on Joy for not every time articulating the difference between the word all and some, but it's still a true fact that animals should have human rights. Yeah, a subset of human rights, not the entirety of human rights. So we are done. Yes, you did say that, dude, AJ. Don't let him gaslight us. Don't let Bob try to rewrite history. I'm just going to put him on the poop wall. I'm going to find what he said here because he did say that. Just to prove a point. Here you go, Bob. You haven't gone on the poop wall for a little bit, but here you go. Hey, this is one of the first times we put someone on the poop wall that has actually a
I'm going to leave your words on this board for all my classes to enjoy, giving you full credit, of course.
I'm too slow. I couldn't do it before Mr. Hand stopped talking there. But anyway, here we go. There's what you said. He doesn't need to do jack crap, Bob. It's just you that assumed he meant all human rights. Joy doesn't need to speak so precisely every time he speaks, especially when he's out in the street. He's not able to edit himself or anything. He's just speaking live, basically. No one is precisely perfect in their speech 100% of their time. People, myself included, will speak in such a way that things can be ambiguously perceived by the listener. So, it's not a fault of Joy's. It's just a fault of you not following up and seeing what he really was all about. Did I say jack crap? Did I say that, guys? Did I say jack crap? And thank you for subscribing, Welch thanks for just subscribing to our channel right now. We'll take every new subscriber for sure. So if you're here with us now, Welch, hello. And say hello to us if you're here, Welch. What's that, Ali? Nobody ever figures out if Bob is a troll or not in this dimension. Oh boy. Oh, so now Bob's still trying to go on us here. Bob says, I like Joey, but he's a little off his rocker sometimes. What do you mean? How is Joey off his rocker? I think he's a very excellent. I give Joey my highest endorsement. I don't say this about anyone. You know, there's certain YouTubers I think are horrible representatives of veganism, such so that I think they do more harm to veganism, because when people see how malignant and awful these people are, they just they leave a bad taste on people. It's like, oh, that's what vegans are. I think Joey is very articulate, well-spoken, and compassionate and forceful when he interacts with people. It doesn't a very a way that respects them, but doesn't let them off the hook further condoning animal cruelty and exploitation. I think Joey is a very fine. Are you listening, Joey? You're a very fine representative of veganism, and anyone who says anything about you is completely they don't know what they're talking about. They don't have an argument. So I'll let Bob argue. Please tell me, Bob. Be specific. How is Joey Carbstrong off his rocker sometimes? I'd love to know, because I've seen probably more of his videos than you have. Let me know. How is Joey Carbstrong off his rocker? Compassionate and passionate. Ditlow. Yeah, and Earthling Ed too, Heidi. Absolutely. I think Earthling Ed, Joey Carbstrong, me, Mike the Vegan, I think we're all great representatives of veganism. We put out evidence-based information, we use logical argumentation, and we don't attack people. We don't do personal insults, personal attacks. And we are just not like sociopaths or anything like that. We're just nice people to engage with. Yeah, Dr. Bear, there you go. Bob claims Joey is, quote, off his rocker because Bob is always the picture of expressing perfect, articulate, educated opinions, right? Yeah, absolutely. That's why he's up on a pedestal looking down, because Bob represents perfect communication, perfect, articulate, educated opinion, and the rest of us, and particularly Joey Carbstrong, they're down there. Mike is your cult leader. No, Vondi. Hearsay. I am your cult leader. Acknowledge me as your cult leader. Just kidding. The thing is, Mike's never claimed to be a vegan cult leader, and I have. So until he makes that claim, I claim vegan cult leader of his people. Until he claims it for himself, I'm just joking. Anyway, I'm with you, sir. I don't watch as much YouTube. Every year my YouTube viewing goes down. Unless it's music stuff, then that's been going up more. Yes, Heidi, I am the vegan cult leader. I'll acknowledge that. No, just kidding. I'm not, even though I have the shirt that says that. But you can buy one too. I told you, we left it up on our shop. If you want it, I'll put the link there. You can buy the cult leader and the cult member shirt now. I'm not the exclusive cult leader any longer. So Bob, okay, so how was Joey off his rocker? I seen him get into a huge argument with a fan who he interviewed. He got really angry. Oh, okay. I didn't see that. So because of this one interview that you claim that you didn't like, that makes him off his rocker. Like, I've seen a bunch of videos where he doesn't fight with his fans. There probably was a reason why he got annoyed. I don't know what you're talking about specifically, who the fan is, what this fan supposedly said that supposedly angered Joey, but I will speak for Joey in the sense I can relate, because I, like Joey Carbstrong, we are human beings. And again, non-sociopathic human beings, meaning we are capable and freely experience emotions. Like, sociopaths don't have that normal emotional response. So people like myself and Joey, non-sociopaths, can feel anger sometimes. We can get annoyed. Bob's angered me, it happens. We're human beings, so we're not perfect. I'm not Buddha or anything like that. Neither is Joey. And we're imperfect people, but still, despite our imperfections and our emotional reactions sometimes, I still think we're predominantly very logical based information-based vegan spokespeople. And yeah, we're imperfect. So what, you know? Joey had one video where he got mad at someone, therefore he's off his rocker. That seems like a bit of a extreme reaction to one video. Like the entirety of Joey's video output and his activism is null and void because he got mad on one video. Yeah, there you go, Uncle. It's that old double standard, how vegans have to be perfect. You know, you see a meat eater make a video and he gets mad, totally cool. No one thinks, he's off his rocker. He's no, but no, vegans have to be perfect. And I'll be the first to admit, none of us are perfect. No vegan is perfect. We have imperfections because humans are imperfect beings. Let's see, the link to our merch. If you want to get this shirt, Uncle, I will show you where to get this cool shirt of ours here. Let's see, there's the definition of veganism. So get a quick drink, not a fart. And it's bananas too. Let's see, happy, healthy, vegan merch. All our t-shirts now, you can get them on our Happy Healthy Vegan merch shop here. You can get even the Woke Narcissist of Compassion shirt is still up. You know, kudos to Jordan Peterson. Doesn't suck being vegan, vegan cult leader, vegan cult member, all here. We put a link to our merch in the chat here. I'm gonna burp. Okay. Our tees. There we go. Get yourself a t-shirt. All right, so anyway. Is this a comment even worth responding to? Meat is okay, plant is better. Like, what the heck? Do you have anything you want to tell us besides trolling us here? So if you're on thin ice right now, Guy, you're about to be timed out or banned. Do you have anything that requires like an IQ of over like 50 that you can utter besides meat okay? Can you give us some kind of articulate like sentence or something like that that expresses a complete thought, like a beginning, middle, end, like a subject and predicate kind of thing? Or are you just gonna utter stuff? Yeah, so let us know. We'll work around your cognitive skills here, okay? Okay, Guy Haveda. Hey, did I see Jordan pop in? Hey, Jordan, good to see you. Gosh, it must be really late for you, Jordan. Welcome. Thanks for coming tonight. How was did you go to your did you do your volunteering today at the sanctuary? Did I do the troll voice right then again? I probably did, huh? Yeah, Carl, I think Guy Havda is suffering from carnivore deterioration where you have to speak, I lost 500 pounds by stopping to meat. Yeah, that's a pretty good sentence for you, Guy. I'll give you some credit there. You went up from like first grade writing level to about maybe 6th or 7th. So that's like what, 5-6 year jump right there. So good for you. Maybe pretty soon you'll be like at an Einstein level. You're just like just exponentially grow. You know, show. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Wait, who's unhinged and militant, Dr. Bear? Did Bob call Joey unhinged and who? Wait, what? Did he say that? Unhinged and militant? Well, I'm going to scroll up and see if I see what's going on there. I mean, Joey has the freedom to, on occasion, get unhinged. I said, I've gotten unhinged a bit before too, you know. I mean, it's because we're human, but it's not his normal mode of communication. I know, because I've watched dozens and dozens of Joey's videos. That's not normal. But again, we're human. We could be having a bad day. Horrible crap could be going on in our lives, and someone just says something that pisses us off, and that's it, you know. It can happen, but that's not normal. There are certain YouTubers who we don't talk about, that's their normal, and that's why they suck, you know. That's a horrible way to present veganism, but that's not Joey's norm. So if he had a bad day and yelled at someone one time on one video, And yeah, you support Trump, not to make this political, but he's known for being unhinged and constantly doing nasty personal attacks on people. That's okay, but Joey gets unhinged one time, not his normal thing, and he's a bad person all of a sudden. I get it. All right, guy, I'm gonna put you in timeout. You're just trolling us, and that's one of the things we don't allow here. Put user in timeout. Put you in timeout for a normal amount of time. Let me show the rules to people who are new and don't know, or maybe don't even give a crap. But we do have rules here, and you have to abide by them, whether you feel you're some kind of sovereign citizen and can do whatever the heck you want or not. But here are the rules that we must live by. No, number two, no spamming or trolling. You're just trolling, spamming, it's just saying nonsensical stuff. The equivalent of like bot speech. You're just saying a bunch of nonsense that doesn't really amount to much. So that's why you have been put into timeout. And anyone who does that will get put in timeout. These are just basic rules. I've had these for years. They keep our live stream healthy, and don't let we don't want people to screw up our live stream. Okay, so you couldn't go to Jordan. You couldn't go today to the sanctuary, but you're gonna double time on Sunday. Good for you. That's why you're on tonight. I almost forgot you were live, and I was like, oh crap, I'm late for Ryan. I joined. Awesome. Stay as long or as little as you can, Jordan. I know you're in a different time zone. It's later for you, and if you're tired, you gotta get going. Totally understand. I'm just glad you came. I'm glad you didn't go to the sanctuary today, so you can be here with us, and you're gonna go anyway on Sunday, so it all works out. Right, Vegan Tech. You don't know who Joey Carbstrong is? You're a throwback to the gentle, soft skill power couple of Jordan Ryder. Really? No, that's not a good way to describe them. And Love Spirals, yeah, we're cool and chill, but yeah, they did a lot of personal attacking. That was like their bread and butter, especially the dude. Joseph says, my controls like to project as they have double standards. Like, yeah, their leader can attack and be unhinged all he or she wants, but yeah, Joey, one time, he's a bad person. They can get away with being terrible, but if others are not perfect, then it's a crime. Exactly. Yeah, he has no leg to stand on if he's calling Joey unhinged, knowing what he tolerates from other, even more powerful people in the world. Yeah, stop denigrating Joey. He is a true hero. Even if he got mad one day on one video. Again, why are you holding that against him? This just seems like such a petty thing. He got unhinged, so you say, on one video. So what? I could get pissed off one day if I'm kind of having a bad week. I tell you, I fought with my plumber today. I fought with the guy I was mixing a song for. I was just pissed off. He just kept asking for these, what I thought were just changes that weren't helping the song at all. I mean, I've been pissed this week. I've been calling people a-holes behind their backs and stuff. I've been mad. I could easily get triggered and unhinged tonight. And would that be like, oh, Ryan's a horrible vegan activist? He got mad one time on his like 350th live stream or something. Hey, me, community out Veganica. You're seeing more doctors on YouTube acknowledging that vegan diets are superior. At least they're that, or I'd take them to say that they're nutritionally adequate, rather than deficient and you're going to die in 3 weeks. But instead of recommend 100% plant-based, they recommend Mediterranean. Huh. Oh, well, I guess they don't care about ethics or anything, right? They're just doctors. Yeah, I'm not just doctors, but they're not, vegan. If they're a vegan doctor, then they know what they're talking about and can, with their heart, know what they're saying is actually not only true to their heart, against animal cruelty and exploitation, but actually not, it's good for you. It's not going to kill you. Did I call you an a-hole? I didn't call you an a-hole, Jordan. What are you talking about? Did someone call you an a-hole? Let me know if someone called you an a-hole, Jordan. You're most definitely not an a-hole. You're like one of our favorite super fans here, So no, I definitely didn't call you an a-hole. What is Jordan talking about? Let me know. I'm all scared now. Yeah, I'm looking here. This is serious now. I am looking. Let's see. Let's not criticize people for their grammar. Yeah, not everyone has English as a first language. But yeah, Sarah says, even though, V, your grammar's, I've always seen it picture perfect too. I agree with Sarah. I mean, even if English wasn't your first language, V, you got us fooled. Seriously, your grammar and way of phrasing things is completely English native to my eyes. And, you know, I can spot these things. You know, I think I can, but no, you're fluent as heck. Let's see. Yeah, we're good with that, Dr. Barry. Yeah, he would probably complain about civil rights protesters back in the 60s. Oh, I didn't call... No, I was saying... Oh, okay, a-hole. No, Jordan. No, I was saying I was calling people that were pissing me off this week a-holes behind their backs. I had two people who, I told you, are really pissing me off this week. My plumber, who gave me a defective plumbing job here. He didn't properly put on the shower faucets. They were leaky when he put them on a few months ago, and they're still leaking. I called him back now to finally fix it because he canceled back a few months ago. He always had a good excuse why he couldn't come over. Anyway, he wanted to charge me $250 to fix his defective work. So I've been pissed off at him. And I tell you, I've been doing a music job here, mixing someone's song, and I've been totally like back and forth disagreeing with how he wanted a couple changes I thought would ruin the mix, and I've been pissed off about that because I had a beautiful mix and I didn't want to mess it up, and I was pissed off about that. Anyway, I've been pissed off. So I'm saying I could have easily flown off the handle this week and got triggered, and Bob would have had reason to hate me because Ryan got mad that 1 week on that live stream. Yeah, I've been pissed off this week. Pissed off at my mom. I told her like her dog died a few months ago. It was an old dog. And I told her, okay, whatever you do, don't get a new one. You're too old. You're a horrible dog owner. You don't walk it. You don't treat it properly. And she went and got a new dog. So I'm sad and depressed. So her caretaker hooked her up and got her a dog. It's crazy, like 2-year-old dog runs around. It's crazy. And sure enough, it knocked my mom over. She fell, took a bad fall. I go, I told you not to do this. How come you don't listen to me? Everything I tell you is for your own benefit. And you keep doing, you think you know better than me, but you don't anymore. You're too old now to make these big decisions. It pisses me off. People need to listen to me more. I have sound reasoning that helps them, and they make decisions that go against their best interest. It's just frustrating. So frustrating. I told him if that dog knocks you over again, we're going to rehome it. There's going to be no discussion. So you either got to get it trained quickly to not jump on you, so it won't knock you over again. Because I'm not one more strike and the dog's gone. I'll rehome it. I'm not going to kill it or anything. I'm just going to rehome it. Just take it away from her. Yeah, moms never listen. You got that one thing right tonight, Bob. So I've had a pretty crappy week. I've been pissed all week. Really. I haven't been joyful all week. I've been in a foul mood all week. So who knows? I could have flown off the handle tonight if the wrong person said something to me, perhaps. Who knows? I'm not trying to tempt someone to do that to me or encourage them. I'm saying it could have happened tonight. And thank heavens it hasn't. I didn't see what Bob said, but AJ, yeah, well, we don't really care about Bible scripture here. This is a vegan channel. This is not a theology channel or what's that called? Like a Bible reading discussion group or something like that. You know, this is, I mean, I'm not saying those are bad things, but that's not what this is here, okay? We are religion centric here. Be whatever religion you want. It's all good. Doesn't matter to me. As long as you're against animal cruelty and exploitation, totally cool with you. So, I love you too, Jordan. I would never call you an a-hole or ever under any circumstance, Jordan. Whew. You guys are talking to Guy Havita. He was trolling us a little while ago. Are you back in being sincere now? Because I see Sarah talking to him, and are you being serious with this guy? I thought you were just trolling us. Do you have any questions? Do you have a serious, straightforward question for me, and I'll answer it. All right, I will. Bible study. Thank you, Heidi. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you. The phrase wasn't coming to me. Veganism debunked. Ryan couldn't remember the term Bible study, which I haven't really done. Okay, so Dr. Bear is saying that guy says he doesn't have the willpower to go vegan. Well, there's no such thing as willpower. I mean, there's me looking funny, and there's also me showing the definition of veganism. If you believe animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong, and you actually want to live your life in accordance with that belief there, that animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong, well, you got to understand or realize, come to grips with what you're eating. So the only thing you can do to live in accordance with that ethical belief is to not eat animal products. So there's no such thing as willpower. If you want to do it, you'll do it. If you truly believe animal cruelty and exploitation are wrong, you have no choice other than to stop eating them. And the good news is, if you do that, it's not like you're doing something that will harm you. It's actually quite healthy to eat a completely vegan, completely plant-only diet and get your adequate nutrition met through your diet. You should still take a vitamin B12 whether you're vegan or not, but either way, it's recommended for all people in all stages of life, as long as you do it sensibly. Don't do stupid things like not eat cooked food or try to undereat because you want to get really a great bikini body. That's what you think veganism means. No, it's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. So if you truly believe that you don't want to harm animals, you don't want to exploit them, you don't want them to be killed for you for your meals, eat plants. It's awesome. It's not that tough. I mean, I can help you out with our books if you want to see like good meal ideas. That's the only thing holding people back when they're new is if they really want to do it, they need some food ideas. That's not too hard. It's easy to make plant-based foods. There's tons of products now too, more than ever before. Jordan, who wants a six-pack ab? That's not what veganism is all about. But some people think that's what it means. Hey, if I go vegan, that means I'll get a bikini body and all that stuff. Like, no, there's nothing inherently like gonna make you like super skinny and lose a bunch of fat if you're vegan. I mean, you could, but that's not what veganism is, though. It's not like if you eat plants, you're all of a sudden gonna be like like lose 5% of your body fat or anything. Hey, Vic R, thank you for the super chat tip here to Vic. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Thanks for supporting us. After 15 years of being vegan, you're still getting the nonsensical question, where do you get your protein from? I am tired of it. Ryan, how do you answer this question nowadays? I miss you guys. Oh, we're still here, Vic, so keep coming. We're here every Friday. We started at, we do this every Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's 8 p.m. now, so whatever time it is right now, subtract 2 hours. Every Friday, I'm right here doing this live stream, so I haven't gone anywhere. But how do I answer that question? I've noticed that it's a misconception. This no protein in plants thing is an issue that cuts across all demographics, all ages, all economic groups, all races, everything. I don't know how people have come up with this idea that they've never heard that there's protein in plants. I mean, just let them know. Hey, I don't know if you know this, but all plants have amino acids, i.e. proteins, and all the essential ones too, the ones that you need to get through diet. So let them know there's plenty of it's not an issue as long as you're not doing something stupid like starving yourself. And if you want to get more protein than you would if you're like not eating a bunch of like legume stuff, there's tons that eat legumes. They eat tofu. I mean, that's why they feed soy to livestock to get the protein from soy. So yeah, I mean, if the cows can do it, we can do it. There's tons of protein in plants, and like I said, you can. I mean, not a ton. The plants are nutritionally adequate as far as protein. All plants have all your proteins, and if you want to bump up your protein count, legumes are there. There's so many different kinds. People say I don't like beans. Well, there's like 100 different kinds of beans. Like tofu doesn't taste anything like, say, a black bean or something like that. Chickpeas, they're all different. There's so many kinds of beans. White beans. There's no way a person could hate all legumes. They're just full of crap if they say that. So they're lying. I've never met a person who really just can't eat all beans because they all taste bad. They all taste totally different. Even cucumbers have protein. All plants have protein. But just eat more legumes. Yeah, Heidi, if you eat well, protein isn't hard to get. Yeah, let them know too that the protein myth was started by the meat and dairy industries. Thank you for adding that. Yeah, it's a misinformation campaign that has caught on. Read Proteinaholic by Dr. Garth Davis to see how we've got on this, how we got to where we're at now as far as the state of misinformation. It just didn't magically happen in a void. There's been powerful forces working to make people believe that they need to eat animal products, consume animal products, or else they will be deficient in protein because there's no protein in plants. A lot of people can handle beans. Like I said, Bob, there are so many different kinds of legumes. People might just think they can't eat black beans. Well, have they tried chickpeas? Have they tried soy? And there's different ways to eat soy. There's edamame, there's tofu. You can have some seitan. There's so many ways to get protein as a vegan through food. And even if you're not eating beans, Bob, you can still get your protein needs met. I was eating like high raw for a long time, like a year or so. I forgot. I didn't write it down in a diet or anything. I didn't have any legumes in that time, or very little. I didn't get protein deficient. I was getting stronger. I was getting faster as a runner and stuff. Well, too much gas, Bob. If people are farting too much from beans, that probably means their microbiome isn't adapted at that point for eating many legumes, because they weren't eating many legumes. It's like what came first? What was that thing? Like a chicken and egg thing, let's just eat more legumes. Your microbiome will adapt, become more readily available to process the legumes, and hence less farting. Yeah, will you be completely gas-free when you eat legumes? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not, but you'll be better after having legumes for like a week or two rather than like your first time having beans and you haven't had them in a long time. Let's see, Vondi says, smoked fava bean tofu is my new favorite protein source. See, if someone says they hate beans, try smoked fava bean tofu. They probably have never had that before. How can they say ahead of time, I hate all beans? You've never tried all beans. I don't know anyone that has tried every single legume out there. It's just, no. Wow, Sarah, you buy 100 pounds of dried beans. Good for you, Sarah. I wish I was like on top of it like you were. That sounds awesome. You eat them every day. I would eat beans every day, and I eat beans most days. Like tonight, I made khichdi, from Keep It Carb Baby. Its main ingredient are mung beans and rice. So I got my bean protein today from that too. And I'm going to have some more tomorrow probably too, because it's enough for 2 days. 2 people for 2 days, 4 servings. 4 pretty big servings too. Yeah, and tofu can be really cheap too. $1.69 for organic tofu at Whole Foods, and that's supposed to be expensive there. Organic and Whole Foods. What's that, Jordan? Plants don't feel pain. They don't have a brain. Is someone trying to say that plants feel pain? Yeah, plants don't feel pain. They don't have a brain. They don't have a central nervous system. So it's okay to bite into them. You have a heart, you know where to start. Share the song and be vegan from now on. Good. That's a song. I get it now. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, lentils are legumes, right, guys? Let me know if I'm wrong. What's up, me Comunidad Vegana? You have a coworker who is Irish. One day she said she knows that people can live off potatoes. They have all you need. Yeah, potatoes is a great source of protein too. Great source of carbohydrates, lots of minerals in there. She later now asks how I get all my protein from plants. What? Oh, VLAM, you're moving to a new place with a bigger kitchen. Good for you. Awesome. I remember you've mentioned a few times how you have limited space at your place, which I guess, it's tough in Hong Kong, right? Super high cost of living there. Sarah points out that Safeway often costs more than Whole Foods if you really compare. Yeah, Whole Foods is known for being expensive, but when you get down to it, you can find most of your basic essential foods there for a pretty good price. Like, like your tofu, like it was pointed out, $1.69 for organic. That's funny, Marshall. Yeah, new scientific study there, huh? Oh, you guys are funny. Wow, 2 hours and 12 minutes. I'm starting to get pretty chill. I'm getting pretty tired here. I probably will end this live stream fairly soon. So if you're getting tired, you're not the only one. Your cult leader and live stream leader is getting a bit tired too. Got up a little early today. There was more road work. They weren't completely done. There was some water crew, the city water department crew, jackhammering this morning and got us up again. So I'm a little chill. But I was prepared. They put signs out yesterday letting us know, so I tried to go to bed early last night. Was not a surprise. But still, it doesn't make it any better. Yes, Corvid, you should make dinner after this and send me some. It's all hail the cult leader, Ryan, wearing his 90s Gen X Seattle-based uniform here. Yeah, only a week or so left of Veganuary. I feel sorry for all those people that tried Veganuary this year, and in another week or so, they're going to probably be extremely deficient in protein and vitamin B12. Yeah, Jaden, you're right. After this kind of crappy week I had between my mom's falling and her dog and my plumber this past few days and the song I'm mixing for a client, it makes me remember how much I don't like working for other people. You know, anyway, I've had a pretty rough, or at least me, rough week of disagreeing and kind of fighting with people, which is not normal for me. I guess that's normal for if you work in a job, right? I guess I'm not used to that. Anyway, but yeah, yes, you guys have made this weekend on a higher note for me. So thank you. Again, thank you, as always. Seriously. I'm not just saying this. I'm not lying or anything. I'm being completely honest. You guys are good for me. These live streams are good for me. Just seeing all your great thoughts, just your cool vibes. You know, I know there's cool living, breathing humans behind all your great ideas and your great words and your great vibes here. And I can feel that. Sounds really mystical and magical that I can feel your vibes through the technology of chat and the internet and this live stream, but I honestly believe I do. So thank you guys. So yes, you guys have made the end of my week at least slightly better, Jaden. So thanks for asking. Now I'm glad some of you agree, you feel a similar reciprocation on your end as well. I think my mom's okay. I've been talking to her. The day after she fell, her caretaker took her out for lunch, so I guess she's all right, sort of, you know. But we can't have her keep falling from the dog knocking her over. I mean, she fell a few weeks ago. I didn't tell you guys about that. She kind of has OCD, I'm starting to figure out. I think I want to try to take her to a doctor to have her looked at for that. They only look at her for other things like her heart and stuff like that, or blood pressure. They need to address her OCD too, because I think that causes some of her trouble. She fell over, I think, because of her OCD. She gets obsessed about things not being perfect, and she wanted some branches cut from a tree in her backyard, low ones that she just might have to reach up a little bit, not get on a ladder or anything. I forbid her from ever using a ladder again. But somehow she was up and tried to cut something, fell. I go, why are you cutting that? I'll be there in a few days. Your caretaker will be there in a day. Why couldn't it wait? But no, her OCD has caused her to get injured. She fell on a rock, you know. Thank God it wasn't even worse than it was. And she fell again because of her dog. It's tough having an older parent to kind of watch out for, and you can't always be there for them. But anyway, not to share all my weird problems with you guys. Yeah, thanks there, Uncle. Thank you. Thanks, Dr. Bear. I'm glad you appreciate our community here. It might not be the world's biggest community, but it's a good community. Troll alert. We already have a troll? Where's our troll? Do we have a troll at the end here? Let me see. If you're a troll, let me see you, and you can come back next week. Unless you have a really quick question. I probably don't have time to go down the full engagement pattern with a troll. It usually takes way too long. But if you have a quick and easy question, Mr. or Miss Troll, please let us know. Oh, okay. All right. You love hunting. Awesome. Cool. Glad you share that. I love kicking trolls the hell off my live stream. So get the hell away from us. Bye-bye. I need an explosion sound, but I'm just going to make a fart sound. Because that's all you guys do. You guys just come and troll, and everything you say, I love hunting. That's, well, you might as well just fart. It has the same level of intellectual complexity. Just, I love hunting. You might as well fart. Just come and fart next time. That's all you need to do. You know, why waste your time using language to express your stupidity and ignorance and trolling? Just fart. Just come and fart. I love hunting. I mean, yeah, I invited people to come and try to debunk veganism, but that's not a debunk. That's just being a stupid troll. Debunking means you come and present an argument, some kind of logical argument, or at least something that's like an example you want to share that shows how veganism is flawed or wrong or something like that. But I love hunting is just stupid trolling and get your ass banned. And it's not just, I just didn't do that randomly, just Livestream Rules. Number 2, no spamming or trolling. If you violate any of these things, you will be kicked the hell off our live stream quicker than you can say fart. Yeah, Dr. Bear, huh? How weird. To admit you love to shoot defenseless animals like a coward. I mean, there's no bravery, there's no masculinity or macho-ness in having a very advanced weapon and using that to kill an animal. Defenseless, no technology to help him or her or its family. Just the tools that nature gave it millions of years ago. That's the technology it still has to this day. Yeah, that's really brave. That's just called bullying. You know, bullies, they just pick on people who are weaker than them, people they perceive are weaker than them, because they know they're not going to get any resistance. They know it's going to be a slam dunk win. Yeah, that's not bravery, that's cowardice. And the same with hunting. Hunting a defenseless animal, that's just cowardice. That's not macho. That's just cowardice. What's that, Joseph Logan? Things to be grateful for. Being vegan. Improved health. Clear consciousness. Vegan YouTube channels. Hey, those are all good things. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. I was reading Dr. Bear talk to Jordan saying the same thing. Thanks, VLAM. Yeah, you take care of an elder parent too. So yeah, you know what it's like. It's tough, but I'm a good son. I'm helping her as much as I can. I think I'm realizing I got to step it up more because, she's losing some of her sharpness, the OCD. I'm really thinking I got to do more, and I'm hoping they can give her some kind of medication to help with the OCD. But anyway, that's more stuff I'm working on. Not sure about that, Betty Rose. Do not answer that. Not a research dietitian or anything like that. Yeah, the Tate guys aren't helping out anything at all. Absolutely. Yeah, Uncle, people need more assistance as they age. I don't know who's going to help us out, me and Angie. We don't have any kids or anything like that. So that's why I want to stay healthy and sharp as long as I can. One reason I'm really happy to be vegan, not only for the animals and ethics, but it seems to be one of the best things you can do to try to extend your life and do it in a way where you have productive years, where your mind is still sharp, your body is still working. That's the best thing I can do. So I'm not having kids, just going to stay eating, good food, and hopefully that will help me for a long time. So, any last questions before I send you guys all off onto your Fridays or Saturdays if you are on the other side of the international date line? Any quickie last minute questions before we go? I don't think Peter's still here, but I want to thank Peter. If you're watching at the end here, Peter, I want to thank you for your suggestion about the Joe Rogan video that I released yesterday. So yeah, keep sending me ideas. I haven't checked my inbox. I think he sent me some more too, so I got to check them out. So I forgot to mention Peter on yesterday's video, so my bad. Veganism debunked. Ryan forgot to thank Peter for that one, but I usually do. But anyway, I'll just call it a night here, guys. 2 hours, 22 minutes. I like that. All the twos. 222. your cult leader is tired. Your cult leader probably needs to start thinking about dinner, and I'm sure your cult leader's wife would start to has been wanting for him to go out and join her as well. So again, I want to thank you guys for another fun and lively Friday night live stream. We had a couple trolls. We had a couple people try to sort of debunk veganism, but it didn't really work. I was hoping we'd get a more, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Just like a solid attempt rather than these half-assed things people try to deny. But anyway, maybe we'll get a serious contender one night. Someone who really has an argument, example. We'll see. We can hope. It's asking for a lot, it seems, right? It just seems like it's not par for the course for the anti-vegan crowd to have facts and a logical argument. But yeah, I hold space for that. Maybe it'll happen some future live stream. So anyway, guys, thanks so much. Thanks for everyone, all our viewers, happy fam, non-happy fam, moderators. Thanks for being here. Thanks for helping out. Thanks for moderating, Uncle. Because, yeah, Peter was here earlier, but, yeah, you've been on your own. But fortunately, it's been pretty chill tonight, even though we had a few troll issues, but really minor. I'll say hi to Angie for you, for sure. And good to see you, Jordan. I know you can't make it every Friday, but thanks for coming here. And yeah, just want to thank everyone again for being here with me on Fridays. I hope it means as much to you as it means to me. Just getting together, hanging out, chilling, talking about veganism and all things vegan related, and then just some weird tangents that we get into. Different ones on different Friday nights. All right, guys, so I'll be back next Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So whatever time it is right now, subtract 2 hours and 21 minutes, put it in your calendar. I will be here, and hopefully you'll be here too. And I'm looking forward to seeing all you guys next time. So thanks for all your love and support and your super chat tips and even the book purchase tonight. So that was awesome. I'll get that sent out. I know you left already, but I'll get that sent out Tuesday right after our rainstorm clears out on Monday. And if you want to get a book too, if you want to get one of our books, the link is down in the show description. I'll be going to the post office as soon as I can on Tuesday. On sale, $18 for the hard copy, $9.99 for the ebooks, all for Veganuary, guys. So anyway, I'll give some hugs to Angie for you, AJ. Thanks so much, guys. All right, guys, I guess that's it, guys. So remember, doesn't suck being vegan. I will see you guys before Friday with another video, hopefully. All right, take care, guys, and hope you guys have a good weekend and a good week.